Alright, what is up, y'all? Today we're here with the PCP Week 8 recap video. It's gonna be a little bit of something different due to scheduling issues and the fact that this is late as fuck. It's just gonna be me doing it. You know, I tried to get Luke in here, he was not about it. He was hungover from this whole daylight saving times bullshit. I tried, guys, I tried. He was busy. But I think in the essence of it just being me, we'll try to just speed it up, you know, rather than like a 40-minute video, it'll be like, you know, 20 or something, I don't know. But yeah, we'll just kind of go through everything quickly so everybody's up to date and we can get the week 9 videos back on track. So you have me versus Dan, and I'm not actually going to include that in this recap because it's already posted on the channel for one, and since it's just me, like, I can't make fun of myself for losing. I mean, I can, but it's not fun. So go watch that and then just like leave a comment about how I lost or something. That'll be fun. And so the other 3 matches are Nathan versus Tim, Dye versus Chris, and Andrew versus Hottie. Now, well, there's some pretty crazy games, so we'll just jump right in. This is Jew versus Tim, and as you can see, Tim has brought webs, and it looks like some nice balance, maybe bulky offense. Nathan has his usual Mega Aggron plus 5 threats, so we'll just jump right on in, fuck it. Leads Arcanine, which I guess he predicted his lead, so he gets that Intimidate off. And he's probably just gonna... Oh, okay. Yeah, he misses Fire Blast, first of all, which sucks. Gets up Rocks. Takes 60. Jesus. I think it's roared out. Execugeist, that's pretty clever. I didn't even notice that. Heavy Slam. Seems like most weeks Mega Aggron pretty much just sets up rocks and then like phases things around. But hey, that's what it does, man. It's good at that. And then Tim shows the fucking Confuse Ray. So Not taking any chances with Nathan. He's identified his threat, and he is confusing it, obviously. So he goes into Feeny on the rocks, which sucks. Now if he wants to default, he gets to take away his own, but he can at least, well, I don't know, probably would have taunted there if he had it, but who knows. Yeah, he gets the webs up. That sucks, because fucking, now Tapu Lele and webs is going to be amazing. We shouldn't have let this man draft Tapu Lele plus webs. Frankly, I play Tim next week, and I do not want to have to deal with that shit. But he goes into Lele here. I'm assuming he's going to try to defog this time. He just goes for the Moon Blast. At least it's a 2-hit KO on the Aerodose. Fuck your special attack. And he just kills him with the Surf. So it's 5-5, and he brings out the Mega Vaporeon, which one would usually think, you know, why would you bring this out? But of course, he goes right for the Calm Mind. Taunts him. No more will your mind be calm. Besides, fuck that. Go into Spear Tom from MySpace, and just take the Moon Blast and not take it very well though. Jesus, he can't confuse in the Misty Terrain, so he's able to just take out the Spear Tomb. Nifty. So it's 5-4, and out comes the monster itself. Nathan knows he's got to get the fuck out of there. Tim drops a fucking Thunder on that Aggron, and it just drops. So back to 4-4. Predicts the the Thunderbolt there, goes into his Garchomp, takes a Life Orb Stone Edge and just fucking drops. So at that point, I guess he didn't have the Poison Jab. He can just go right into Lele, and it just almost kills Tapu Fini. Holy shit! But he did get some good damage off on it, so at least it can be killed with like a Staggered Fire or something. Maybe? Iron Head. There we go. But now he can go right into Vaporeon, Mega Vaporeon, of course, and Nathan's running fresh out of Suicune answers. So he is just gonna kind of hope for the best here, just D-Dance and hope that there's no Ice Beam. But as you can see, that's not gonna happen. Now he's in with Entei. It's a dogfight, legendary dogfight. It's even got Arcanine, the legendary that never was, in the back right there. And it ends just as you would expect, with a burn and a Suicune coming out on top. So good game to both of those guys. They played their little hearts out, you know. Tim takes the 3-0. Then we have Chris Doomshroom versus DyeItTight. I will, of course, as always, link their channels in the description. I believe Chris has uploaded his video of this battle as well, so definitely go out and check out his, and I believe starting next week, Dye is uploading his so you can definitely check out their channels and watch their sides for more details. But for now, we'll just jump right in, because this is a pretty good match. So he predicts the Armaldo, of course, goes for the rocks. I mean, he goes for his rocks, gets the rain up, tombs it up. It looks like Dye's just pretty much going early for the, trying to set up for the PZ sweep. So he just goes, kills the fucking Armaldo. No big deal, back at full health. Easy peasy, does its thing. Oh, good golly. Gets a toxic off on it, which is nice. It's still going to be hitting very hard, but at least it's on a timer. Scald him. Can't burn him, already toxic. 2 Shadow Balls isn't enough to take out the Blastoise, but this thing is at half and easily revenge killable, unless you want to get counter swept. Which really, you know, if your opponent has a Ditto, you can't be setting up like that. This is what happens. But surprisingly, the Mega Altaria doesn't die, and he makes a misplay. I think he said he misclicked, so he D-danced, and then again he misplays and goes for the Rock Polish. Definitely not outspeeding that +1 PZ, and it's just running through his fucking team. Like, yeah, he's struggling. He's killed so many things. He's struggling now. So the PZ is down, but Azu is in. Azu doesn't give a shit dick about your flare blitzes. Just gonna, what is that, Z belly drum? Right up, back to 51. Aqua Jet kills Darmanitan, and if he has enough speed for Crest, he'll knock it out. He does have enough speed. Knockoff just fucking, he just knocked the duck right back into space. It's gone. But yeah, showing that a little bit of prep, even ones like Cresselia and Z conversion PZ aren't too much of an issue. Now they have been kind of running rampant. But yeah, Chris picks up the 4-0 there, which is good for him. I believe that secures him, if I'm not mistaken, that secures him playoffs. So definitely look forward to seeing Chris in playoffs. And then last but definitely not least, we have the match we've all been waiting for. The rematch of Hobby versus Andrew, which I should mention, this is we're back in our own divisions again, so this is rematches for everybody. But Andrew has kind of a Trick Room bulky team, right? Hobby has 11 hyper-offensive Pokemon, or 10 hyper-offensive Pokemon and a Steelix, basically. So it's always fun when these two guys play each other, because it's literally just like two completely opposite playstyles. He's trying to set up Trick Room, Hobby's trying to click Dragon Dance and Swords Dance and all that shit. So let's jump right in. Leads off with Zard. He's off of Fortress. I guess he actually predicted him, probably. He goes hard Dragon Dance, no fucks given. Gets up his rocks. Earthquakes, of course. No, the rocks and spikes are up, but he doesn't give him a chance to pop his Custap Berry. Then Quagsire comes in and still takes a pretty good chunk from a Dragon Claw, really. But yeah, you can't. Quagsire didn't give a fuck. So he does just go for the Recover there. I believe he named it Use Recover, so he would remember to keep it healthy, because versus a team like Hobby's, everything is going to be, you know, dealt with by Quagsire. So we're just going to go ahead and replay that last turn, right? So Hobby switches into Virizion, right? Just a normal, with that you would switch in your Grass type on a Quagsire. Now, the one thing about Hobby this entire league is he has literally built his team 5 minutes beforehand. He hasn't really been the most focused on it, you know, he's got his own life and shit, but he still plays with us and it's fun. We like having him around. But he hasn't necessarily been at the level of play that everyone else has been. So, for the very first time here on your screen, Hobby pulls a fucking double switch out into his Crobat. What the fuck is going on? He pulled a double switch! That's gonna be super loud, and I apologize, but he pulled a double switch, which is, I don't know if you heard that, but I woke my dog up. She gave me an anger-filled fucking head shake. But yeah, so he switches into the Crobat, and he's forced to switch out, which lets him, you know, get the rocks away and whatnot. No spikes, no nothing. Goes for the Cross Poison on the Marowak, and takes a burn. I'd say that's a fair trade. Not really, but it's more of a support Crobat anyways. But he takes this opportunity to go to that. He goes around to Reuniclus. Nobody knows what to do. sets up the reflect, eats that flare blitz like nothing, goes for the light screen. So his Andre is setting up something over here. So Charizard goes down to this turn to Toxic, and he's in with a Quagsire with screens up. Brizion comes out, forces him out into Gyarados, takes a taunt. Now, he was actually running Rain Dance Hurricane Gyarados, Mega Gyarados, mind you, but he's not doing that. So he does pick up the kill. Thankfully, he didn't miss, but that was fucking crazy. And you'll notice that is quite a bit of damage on P2. It's actually a Z conversion Porygon 2, which hence the screen support and whatnot. It was supposed to Z convert up and then agility up, and then pretty much just sweep Javi's team. But as we see, he just takes too much damage from Coco, so he's forced to Thunderbolt. Actually, he might have been able to pull that off now that I look at the damage, but who knows? He was forced out anyways, or he thought he was. So Reuniclus comes back out, is taunted immediately. What the fuck is going on? All the terrains and the trick rooms and everything. Cross poison onto the Marowak again, but this time he does get the poison. And yeah, it's looking. Javi's definitely down more. Like he's at 4 and Andre's at 5, but it's still pretty even. Really, they're both predicting each other pretty well. So Shadowbone takes out Crobat. Now Javi's down to his last 3, but there's one thing about Javi's team that sucks to play against, and it's the fact that there is a banded Chiron Black right there. Banded Chiron Black is going to outspeed everything on Andrew's team, and it's going to be hard to deal with. So I really didn't get this part. I don't know why Javi's trying to set up and do damage. And if he has Waterfall, that definitely does more damage. So I don't know. But he decides to let his Gyarados take some damage, which is cool. Switches right back out into Quagsire. Takes a superpower. I guess he was predicting him to Mega Evolve. But now, since he's unaware, I guess the drops don't matter anyway, so it's pretty funny. But goes into Chiron Black. He recovers. I'm right, this is a max defense Quagsire. If you would have got the burn, the game would have been different, but he does not. Switches out Quagsire, leaves him on very minimal health. And it's just going to continue to just smash the fuck out of everything on Andrew's team. Now, this was a max defensive Reuniclus. I believe that crit definitely mattered, and he would at least been able to set up Trick Room or do something, or reflect, anything. But as of right now, Chiron Black is just fucking breaking holes right through Andre's team, and he's not very happy about it. So he goes for the Brave Bird for some reason. No, he's burned. I guess maybe he didn't have Gleam or something. But Bone Meringue is going to take him out, combined with the burn damage, and Marowak goes down. I mean, Coco goes down to Marowak. But now, for Alligator's here, it kills the Quagsire, and the other two things are still weak to this guy. So Superpower is going to take down the Duck. A whole bunch of ducks have died in this recap. Jesus Christ. But yeah, and then for Alligator, even though he's toxic, pretty much just cleans up here, and all is well, all is fine and dandy. And somehow, Javi picks up a win. And let's take a look at this, right? So, let's go ahead and look at the standings. The two Sydney 2 Thunders are in first place, right? There were some lisps in that, but that's not the thing. We're not going to talk about that. So they're in first with the Middleton Mantines and Dye not far behind, followed by Houston Team Rockets and the Francisco Noctows. Now, last week they were tied, so obviously now Javi's in the lead. So we have 2 battles left. It's going to come down to whoever, win, because they're in their own division too. So it's going to come down to basically which of these two teams is going to be in the Sacco Bowl, which is of course the last place trophy. And yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a close race for that. And you got me 7-1. God damn it. Whatever. Dan. God damn it. Then we got Tim in second. Actually, he's tied with Nathan at in second at 4-4, with Dan at 4-4 -3, who is creeping up on everybody. So really, it's another kind of tight race here between who's going to be. I think I've pretty much guaranteed my bye week. I'm going to be in first, but you never know. It could be any 3 of them that end up in the Sacco Bowl. So we'll see. We will fucking see. And as of this week, the top kill leaders, of course, you have, even though it didn't do literally anything this week, Kartana is 14-3, which is still respectable, but it's an Ultra Beast. It's what it does, man. And we have Zygarde 50, which again is just another fucking great mon. 1,000 arrows is goddamn ridiculous, and his logo looks sick as fuck. But then at number 3, we have Chiron Black, which late on in the season has just fucking choice banded outraged its way onto this kill counter. Like, holy shit. And then at number 4, still holding strong, we have Jolteon and then Francisco Noctowls. And at number 5, back on the board once again, we have Tapu Lele with the Dallas Manectrics. Now, all in all, it was a pretty good week, I think, for most people. I still lost, and I'm very upset about it, but it was still a good week. We definitely all had some good battles, and again, if you are curious about my battle, I would urge you to check out that. It's the previous video on my channel. Can't fucking miss it. Super sad, but no, it's a very good game though. But yeah. Once again, go ahead and check out Dye and Chris's channels. They have battles up as well. And Andrew has a channel, of course, but he has some old school shiny hunting stuff on there if you're into that kind of shit. That kind of stuff. It's not shit. But yeah, go ahead and check that out. And we'll see you guys next time, probably with guests. Later. I mean, what the fuck did I just say? Bye forever.